Honestly, looking back on the footage of me running, I'm like more embarrassed by my bad form that I'm a terrible athlete more than like my cellulite. I just had this weird sense of a calm release. When I was walking in a bikini next to all these people in fully clothed outfits, it felt weird for sure. There's nothing not weird about that, but it was a weird way of walking around being like, because it was almost like if anyone did stare at me and hated me for whatever reason, it's on them. No one said anything mean. If anything, people were totally normal and didn't probably think twice. And even if they did, fuck them. Because I am so over people body shaming, and I'm so over people telling me how to feel about myself. I'm just so over everyone telling me how my body should be instead of me. It's so funny how your mind can trick you into thinking things are real when they're not. And I don't know what really happened. I can't read other people's minds, but the more honest we are about who we actually are and what we actually look like and how we actually feel about things, the more that we can actually change things. When I started this challenge, I was on the verge of tears almost every day that I had to show my cellulite to the world. And then by the end, I was so free from all the worry and all the thoughts that society had on me and all the expectations. And that felt fucking awesome.
I used to hate pooping in public. You know the feeling. Nothing is worse than stinking up the shared toilet at work, or the toilet at a party, or your lover's apartment. Of course, flushing removes the graphic evidence. Maybe 2 or 3 flushes if your skin marks as tenacious as mine. But what can be done of that subtle scent of a...
Every single body is different. If something doesn't work for you, you can't get caught up in this idea of like, I'm broken. I have always had struggles with my weight for as long as I can remember, and probably as long as I will be alive. Growing up, I went through a period of disordered eating problems. The problem for me has always been that I don't see the results in the same way as when I did when I was starving myself. I feel like if I knew more about my genetics and how my body works, that would help me figure out how to just get my body in a place where I feel optimal. I think the scariest thing would be to do this and not really have anything change about me.
My name's Dr. Dan Reardon, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Fitness Genes. Fitness Genes is a genetic tested and interpreted, depending on what their goals are, using their DNA as a framework to deliver this information. The best way to think about DNA is that DNA is like a recipe book, and genes are like the recipes, and it's the recipes that code for proteins, and proteins essentially tell the body how to function.
Nothing gets more frustrating than to hear people constantly talking about your weight and people saying that you don't work hard enough, when I'm like, I dance, 4 to 5 times a week, I eat healthy, you don't really know me. Part of me feels like maybe it's my genetics, maybe there's something in me that makes it difficult for me to lose weight.
It can often be a lot more difficult for females to lose body fat. When you start to understand females' genetic information, you can then really tailor and guide and in fact empower the female to understand the things that are going to work for them, and therefore they can immediately disregard many of the fad diets that perhaps are promoted.
I definitely don't want this to be a journey that's all about weight loss. I think that there's so much to health than just weight loss. Thick Girl Nation, I'm all about it. I still want to be thick, I just want to be healthy.
The first gene here is the FTO gene. This particular gene has a relationship to a hormone called ghrelin. When you eat, ghrelin levels go down, but then after you've eaten, ghrelin levels will gradually rise again and it will make you feel hungry. Now for some people, that can be a very long period of time, but for other people who have variations in the FTO gene, it's very quick, so they get hungry very quickly.
You know what's funny? I literally just had lunch maybe 2 hours before this, and now I'm hungry.
Certainly eating small frequent meals through the day to try and control hunger will be an important one. The next piece to this is you actually carry a copy of the gene variation for the ApoA2 gene, which would actually imply that you probably have a degree of sensitivity to saturated fat.
So that means it sticks to me more.
Potentially.
And what foods have saturated fat?
Typically, foods that are high in saturated fats would be things like animal products,
Okay.
certain dairy-type products, butter, coconut oil, things like that.
But I love coconut oil.
Well, I'm certainly not saying you can't have it,
Okay.
but it just means that we just need to think a little bit about the quantity that you might be consuming. Based on your clock gene, you're probably a night owl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wait, that my genetics told you that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
It's also important because if you try and work out in the mornings, you're actually not going to get the types of benefits that you'd get from working out later in the day. We need to actually make sure that your workouts are later in the day. With Disha, we're probably going to be looking for around about 1,900 to 2,000 calories a day. Because of gene variations where we know that she does have issues switching from carbohydrate to fat metabolism, we're going to probably be looking at carbohydrates of around about 40%, with about 30% of the calories coming from fats and about 30% of the calories coming from protein. So in terms of workouts, Disha is also somebody who probably responds very well to high volume training, but she has the added advantage of recovering well. And we're going to be giving Disha about 30 seconds rest between the exercises. If we do something that's not sustainable, then we've failed.
Yeah.
Because that's typically what the diet world does. And this is all about using this information to kind of program your continued lifestyle change.
I'm all about working smarter and not harder than I have to. Here's my day one breakfast. 3 egg whites and 1 egg, a slice of Ezekiel bread, and some spinach. The way I was eating before this video, most people would be like, Daisha's like the healthiest person I know. And then the adjustments that Dan would make me make, it was like, oh shit, like now we're being real deal healthy. My macros are 63 grams of fat, 142.5 grams of protein, and 190 grams of carbs every day to hit 1,900 calories. I'm much more mindful of what I'm eating and how much I'm eating. Look at how much saturated fat is just in coconut cream. Oh my gosh. No wonder I ballooned. We did a hike together. We had to go up the Culver City stairs like multiple times. Like not just once. Like getting up it once is like, yes. We just did our first walk of the steps. I'm dead. And we're gonna do it again. My lower half hurts so much. I really think it's about your mindset. So I went into this being like, I want change. This is something that I really, really want very badly. Like there has to be that moment of like intensity and discomfort and like that moment of you don't know if you're gonna make it. You don't know if you can lift that thing up one last time in order to know that your body is actually going through a significant change. But it's hard. This morning, I could barely walk. It is the beginning of week 2, and I'm actually going to Vegas today for the next 4 days for a BuzzFeed video shoot. The audacity to get a cookie in front of me. It just kind of holds you accountable. I think that to have friends that were in and just pushing myself to those limits.
So, your starting weight was 192 pounds, and your weight today 181 pounds.
Oh my god.
So that's an 11 pound loss.
Oh my god.
That is amazing. Outstanding. But it gets better.
Okay.
It gets better. Now, you did have 79 pounds of body fat, and you now have 71 pounds of body fat.
Oh my god.
So you've lost 8 pounds of body fat.
Whoa! That's insane.
That is a huge result.
I'm so proud of the numbers, but honestly, like, I feel like such a different person, so that's like icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
I can't believe it. I think I was honestly just surprised because nothing has ever worked for me in the past. It's really amazing that I lost 11 pounds, and I'm so proud of myself, but it wasn't necessarily about the numbers for me. This experience brought to me a lot of things that I've always been looking for and I've never been able to find. I feel like a new person.
Hello and welcome to Junk Drawer Magic, where we create magical illusions with things found in your junk drawer.
Hey Walker, I found a new way to get rid of pimples.
Is that the Book of Dark Magic?
Oh, no, don't worry. We're not going to be using the Book of Dark Magic. We're going to be using the Notebook of Dark Magic.
Oh no.
Yep, I'll just take this notepad, draw a pimple on it,
a big X. Now, I'll just take this piece of paper, fold it up, rub it over my pimple, and it's gone. Now we just have to pop it. Is that even medically okay? We'll show you how to do this trick next. I'm gonna be sick. Oh. Ready to magically remove pimples? No. Let's go to the junk drawer. For this trick, you'll need a small notebook, a red Sharpie, a black Sharpie, scissors, a mayo packet, double-sided tape, double-sided foam tape, and a hole punch. First, put a small piece of double-sided tape on one end of the mayonnaise packet. Hold it forward like this. Now, put a big piece of tape on the front of your packet and a small piece of tape on the back. Now let's make our fake pimple. Take your double-sided foam tape and use your hole punch to make a tiny circle. Color in the circle with your red Sharpie. Remove the white backing from the tape and place the red circle on your arm. Cut a small piece of double-sided tape and put it on top. Cut a small slit in the corner of your mayonnaise packet with your scissors. And that's all the prep. Now for the trick. Start with your hidden mayonnaise packet taped to the back of your notebook cover. Make sure to keep your fingers in between the mayonnaise packet and the pages of the notebook, or they'll stick together. When you want to reveal your blank pages to the audience, make sure to fold them over like this, so you don't reveal your hidden mayo packet. Next, take your red Sharpie and draw a pimple on the paper. Just a red circle will do. Then take your black Sharpie and draw an X over the pimple, like you're about to get rid of it. Take your piece of paper and fold it to the back of your notebook, so that it sticks to the mayonnaise packet. Peel the packet off of the notebook and wrap a piece of paper around it. Make sure to keep hiding your mayonnaise packet. Once you have this rolled up piece of paper, slowly wave it above your pimple and push down. Since the fake pimple has double stick tape on it, it should come right off. Once your pimple is hidden, you can say you just need to pop it and squeeze so that all the mayo comes out of the mayonnaise packet. And that's the trick.
Awesome. I'm ready to try it. Thanks for watching Junk Drawer Magic.
I'm just gonna try one more trick.
No! Say no more dark magic spells. They are too dangerous.
Walker, slowly move the papers away from your heart.
Why?
I am in so much trouble.
Click here to watch more Junk Drawer Magic. And click here to turn Akira's head into the rock. Oh, click my head! Click my head! Oh, man.
Sexy. It's too sexy.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I want to learn how to be
be sexy. You guys probably know me as the awkward girl on BuzzFeed Violet. I have always felt super comfortable playing that character. I think it's really funny to fall and to make weird faces and to like not know how to flirt with people. But in my real life, that awkwardness has kind of translated into who I actually am. I think a lot of people are asking me why dance in order to feel sexy, because I think there's a lot of other things that you can do to feel sexy. But to me, the most confident that people ever are when they're just on a dance floor, feeling themselves and like looking awesome. And I have never felt that way about my body. I went through puberty early. I was taller than everyone else. I wasn't very good at being feminine. I would hunch a lot and I just didn't feel comfortable being myself. I basically categorized myself as the type of girl who is smart and not the type of girl who is beautiful or sexy. The rules of this video is that I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna have over 100 million views. He's worked with J-Lo, he's worked on ABC, he's worked with Dancing with the Stars. He's literally been all over the place, and I wanted someone who could really teach me how this lady kind of wear dancing. And he was like, oh, just like loose dance clothes. I had no idea what that meant. For the first class that I had to do, Kyle made me do an industry class, which is just with people who only have talent agents. I showed up in a pink hoodie to a professional dance class where I had never danced before and everyone was wearing black. Kyle wanted to just throw me in with the sharks. So I started at the very top and quickly went to the super bottom.
You did awesome for first class.
Thank
That was
you.
going to advanced calculus before learning how to add.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll start at the top and we'll back things up and make sure that you have a solid foundation to build upon.
Here we go, 30 more days.
30 more days. It's going to be awesome.
After that class, I realized I have no dance clothes or dance shoes. Like, what do I need? And he was like,
You want something that makes you confident, something that doesn't show sweat marks. You're going to want sneakers, and then for girls, it's always important to have heels.
wait, what? I have not owned a pair of heels for like 4 years. And he was shocked.
You don't own any heels.
I got rid of all my heels. How high are heels?
I think for like class, they should be a stiletto heel. It should be a thin heel and high, because the like chunky heel, that's cheating. That's cheating.
Me, Kyle, and Haley all went to the mall to get me a pair of heels. And dance heels have to be very specific. They have to have structure around the ankle so that you're not wobbling all over the place. And I am probably one of the most naturally clumsy people you'll ever meet. I had this feeling so long. They had me like walk around and do a little twirl. That was the first moment that I really felt vulnerable and was really scared of what was to come. And then came day one, boot camp, dance camp. So we're just walking across the floor
So
now.
all we're going to be doing is walking across the floor. Walking translates through every single style of dance.
So just walk to the beat. Wow.
Walk to the beat. 7, 8, walk 1.
No, it's not the beat. I thought when I came in here that we would just start doing choreography, but I'm realizing we have to do kind of the base of it all, and that's actually the stuff that I feel the most self-conscious about. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Something I realized in that class is I don't make eye contact with anyone, and I'm an actor.
I'm going to stand at the other side. I
Okay.
want you to make eye contact with me the whole time. And walk.
But the walking, I felt like confident doing it across. The eye contact really helped. And then the second I had to keep adding stuff, it's that like mental freeze that happens again.
Now what I want you to do is I want you to give me a walk, walk, and a triple step. And a walk, walk, and a triple step. Now after your triple step, I want you to give me a snap open. So I want you right, left, and a right, left, and snap. Now I want to try and add a turn.
A turn? We're
So
going
we
so
go right,
fast.
left, and a right, left, snap. Right, left, and a right, left, snap. Yep.
And then...
Nope.
No, I can't believe how many body rolls we did today. Just fucking body roll after body roll. That is the move that makes me the most uncomfortable because it's the most like sexual and supposed to be the most fluid, and that's what I don't feel good at.
Now you're going to take your right hand, you're going to bring it down your body. Good, don't be afraid to touch yourself, it's your body.
I don't like my body,
You're
okay.
going to step back on your left, face this way, and body roll. Roll.
There was a really cool moment in that class where Kyle realized that I was like super freaking out and getting in my head. He was like, you know what? Let's turn on some music. I'm going to show you a game that we play with everyone called, I think it's like Beats or something like that.
I call it grooves. So basically, we start with a groove, and then we tell you how to modify it.
Haley would kind of start dancing to the beat, and then he would say, okay, now do it with your eyes closed. And then he would say, now do it with your face up. And it gets more and more ridiculous, and you start having fun, and it's just about feeling the music, and it has nothing to do with all the other stuff.
And a wink on every 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and wink. Good?
That made me feel a lot better at the end of that class, that I was just like, oh, I just have to have fun. That's what this is going to be about.
Today was about seeing where she is, and she has a ways to go. I want her to figure out what sexy is for her. Like, it's not the same definition for everybody. So I just want her to be confident, because she's such a fucking sweet girl. It breaks my heart when people don't have the confidence to just do what they want to do.
If I was going to do a routine performance at the end of 30 days for all of my colleagues, I was going to have to find a routine, and we were going to have to start learning it fast. So we looked for all these songs, and finally one day when it was just me and Kyle, we found this JoJo song from like 2015 called High Heels. As soon as the drum hit, he was like, this is a sexy song. I thought I was going to be doing like a hip hop dance routine, and then Kyle drags this chair into the middle of the dance floor and is like, you're going to do this song in heels, and it's going to be like flash dance style. After the first class, Kyle said that I needed some more basic work, and one of the best things to do for that is ballet. So I took a ballet class with Melissa Sandvig, who is a professional dancer who was on So You Think You Can Dance. And ballet was so hard.
Okay, so we're going to start with the basics. The main thing about ballet is your posture. Stretch your legs all the way and stand as tall as possible. And finding correct alignment all the way down.
Oh, did you hear that?
And the most flattering lines and shapes on your body. There you go. Nice.
What? That was the most fun work I've ever gotten. It's all about making your body beautiful and your lines beautiful. And that was actually hard for me because I was already thinking that, okay, we're going down the whole sexy path or confident path. And now we were in a ballet class where it's all about grace and elegance and being beautiful. And boy, am I none of those things. So then it was just hitting the routine time. Every day I would go in and just work with Kyle and Emma for an hour learning a part of the routine. And I had to do things hundreds of times. My knees in the first week were purple because I had to do a lot of floor work, and every time I would get on the floor, my knees would have to hit the floor super hard. And I don't know how dancers do what they do to their body. Every part of me is hurting today. Like, my shoulders hurt, my knees are killing me. That like weird little kick that we were doing really like hurt the back of my knee. And then today we're supposed to do the whole thing with heels. So I'm like, one part of me is really excited because I'm having so much fun learning this stuff that I didn't think that I could do. And the other part of me is like, I don't have any energy today. The first day walking in heels, I was like walking like a T-Rex.
You're walking with bent knees.
What does that even mean?
It means you're walking like this, watch. It's a little like T-Rexy.
It's hard to be Beyonce.
My life started to feel like a Rocky montage, which is really cool to watch in a video, but is a pain in the ass in real life. And every day I would have like a little triumph where I was like, yes, I nailed this move. And then Kyle would teach a new move, and I would just look at him like, I cannot do this. I can't do this. And then I would go into my entire mental game again.
I feel like I got worse, and I think part of that is that I'm now just in my head about it, and the moves aren't new anymore, and the novelty is worn off, and now I'm just worried about like all these pictures and hitting the right moves, and it's starting to get in my head, which is when it looks the worst. And I have to wear heels now, which is just not a comfortable thing for me.
Kyle had kept teasing me, saying that there was going to be a special celebrity guest who was going to come in and help us, and I had no idea who it was. And for weeks, everyone around me had kind of been mentioning and almost let it slip who it was.
All right, so I have the very amazing, one of my very good friends.
Whoa! This is amazing! Hi, Julianne Hough! What the fuck? I love her energy and I love her presence and how like bubbly she is, but she is one of the best dancers in the industry.
Girls kicking butt, I hear.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like I'm on Dancing with the Stars.
Bam! Let's see what you got, girl.
Okay, you can see that. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it.
Ready? Here we go.
Yes.
I performed the worst I've ever performed in my life for her. I completely lost all intention. I completely freaked out and I was just trying not to mess up the moves. and I was so bad.
Obviously, you've got like this part down.
Yeah.
And then from here, down.
Yeah.
But something's missing right here.
Yeah, the boobs.
So what I feel like you're doing, you're just picking up your leg and you're walking. But I want you to feel my back for a second.
She had me feel her back and feel exactly how much of dancing is moving your whole body and your back so that your core is guiding you. It really made a huge difference.
Yes. Did you see that? Your whole body was moving. It wasn't just your limbs moving.
One thing that Julianne kept saying, and Kyle, was that I needed to be in this character and feel comfortable feeling my body. So something I did was I went home, I played music, and I just danced.
So I thought that I would just come home tonight and just dance a little bit for fun to my favorite songs and just do some body rolls, just move around, do all the things that make me feel uncomfortable, and just really get into it and move my shoulders and just try and feel sexier, which is a weird thing to say because it's something I never ever think about or try to purposely do.
And then this magical moment happened where I started to feel really happy. And I stopped caring about why or how, and there was no routine. And then I would look in the mirror and I'm like, I look good. I look sexy. This is crazy. I think it was a turning point for me emotionally to just dance by myself for no one else with no routine and feel sexy.
All right, so we just finished with Ashley. She's doing good. Like, I'm actually really impressed. I think that she's growing, and I think that she's pushing herself. Like, now, when there's something she can't do, she's growing, and I think that she's pushing herself. Like, now, when there's something she can't do, she's like, no, let's keep it, and I'll figure it out.
I'm gonna get better.
Like,
she's correcting herself. She notices when she does something wrong.
right. She still has like a little awkwardness to her, but I think that's what makes her great.
Then it was about a week out and I got sick.
This is the weekend before the performance. I was supposed to meet with Emma and Kyle this morning to do a performance, but I'm just my body's like exhausted, so I'm gonna spend the day kind of just watching old footage and trying to see what I did wrong and what I can do better, and hopefully I will be better for this week.
I'm so impressed. Like, I want to cry because she's doing so well. Starting from that first rehearsal, good Lord, when she couldn't kickball change, she couldn't walk, she didn't own heels, let alone walk in them, and now she's doing a full dance routine in heels, and she looks amazing. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy.
The thing that I love most about watching her do is just movement in general. She uses her whole body now. You can tell she's enjoying it because before she's getting so frustrated at everything, and now she just really feels comfortable with herself, like those head whips that she does, and she's like smiling, and it just makes me so happy.
I've been working with Ashley now for this whole month. Today we took a video at the beginning of the rehearsal, and she watched herself back on video. And watching herself do the floor moves and the walks with her hands and her hair, like, she looks so confident on camera, and it almost was like she didn't think it was her, and she didn't think she could do that at the beginning of this process.
So today is my first day dancing with Ashley, and if they hadn't told me that she was going through this process and this transformation, I would have never known. It really looks like she has taken a couple of classes in heels, and she's kicking butt.
It's show day. I woke up this morning like an hour and a half before my alarm because I was just panicking. I'm wearing a bodysuit. My whole back is exposed. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really excited. I can't believe that I've committed to this. I think just seeing me in heels will be shocking for most of the office. Once it gets to floor work, I think people are not going to know what to do with themselves. I want Kyle to be crying a little. That's really who I feel has seen this whole entire thing. And I just want to feel such a badass. When the song ends and the light cue hits, I want to be like, I fucking killed that and left everything on the floor. Ooh, it's getting loud. I like it when it gets loud. I think once everyone's
It's gonna bring
here,
out a different performance.
it will. It'll be good. The moment came, the lights dimmed, the smoke turned on, and the first beat hit, and I just did it.
pictures I don't know. Going on and never ever coming home. I put my high heels on, walk right out the door. Best believe I'm a lead, don't need you no more. Putting a black dress on, boy, you done me wrong. Leave the keys, burn the sheets, and then move along. I'ma look damn good for all of your friends. Don't cry when you see me again. I put my high heels on.
You guys, we did it! I know I messed up, but I didn't feel like it because it was like, I just feel like I did it. I can't believe I did it.
The energy was so good.
Oh,
She nailed it.
Like, you were so, like, outward. It
Beyonce.
was it?
It was.
I'm gonna keep dancing.
Yes.
Let's go to class. I like dancing. Let's go to class. The end performance was awesome. It was really cool to have all my coworkers there and to actually had done it out of sheer will. And my body wasn't a joke, and I had fun and I had the best time. The coolest thing about this whole experience is that the version of me that was sexy at the end was me all along. It was just me being confident with who I am.
My favorite part is when she slammed the floor with her cooch. Sorry, I couldn't think of a nicer way to say it. It was great. It really shook me to my cooch. So I think we all just sort of universally cooched out there. I don't know if that's the right word I should use. That's it. Let's go with cooch. Cooch is okay.
Everybody to me looks like beautiful, long-haired dancers, and
People are coming, I hear them. I just want to be able.
On the first day, we get to the studio, and I'm really, really excited.
Hey guys, I'm Robert. I used to be a former dancer in the industry.
Robert's a great teacher. He's no nonsense, which reminds me of all of the dance teachers I've ever had.
So today is a little bit orientation, kind of like a consultation.
Great, so you're just trying to figure out if we suck or not.
These girls coming from not having a dance background, a little nervous, might not retain choreography as fast as needed. Since you, Miss Kelsey, said you are very confident in your skills, you start the dance. Left, arch your left, up, want to step, boom, and then you're gonna bring it down.
Our group seems like we're picking it up fast, so I'm really happy.
Switch, up, right, left, hit, down, up.
First dance practice down!
Yes.
We did it! I was scared that I was gonna walk away from this being like, what the hell did I get myself into? But honestly, I think this is gonna be a blast.
Today just got so real.
Learning the moves is one thing, and the cleaning day is a completely different story.
We are going to run through the dance. I want to see the practice.
they're smaller bodies than mine. Their bodies and how they move compared to my body and how it moves, like, it's not the same.
Robert is constantly saying, be sexy in the face, make it believable.
Energy is a performance. Just because you're doing a dance doesn't mean you're executing it well. Look how low I am. Look how high you guys are. Stop being babies.
I'm skeptical. Robert is asking us to do a lot of things with our bodies that I don't know that my body can do.
We all were struggling with it. We all felt really insecure about it. When you see, like, Beyonce's backup dancers do this, they're hired to shake their asses like that. They look great.
Hopefully that comes with time, but I don't know that it will.
You're shortchanging yourself. You need to be the essence.
Week 3, we learned the third part of the dance.
Little did I know what was in store.
The movements are fast, they are specific.
At this point, I'm wondering if I will ever be able to do the dance moves and remember them and be clean all at once.
Hey guys, so it's end of week 3. Next week we do perform.
Robert brings in Jermeel, who has actually shared the stage with Beyonce, and it was probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've done.
I'm currently the dance captain for Backstreet Boys Las Vegas show.
Damn.
I've also worked with Jaquel Knight, Chuck Maldonado, Anthony Burrell.
It's not fun for any dancer to come and critique us, let alone someone with this much experience.
Let's see what you all got.
He sits in the chair and watches us perform.
FlexWeave from Reebok is driving infinite potential in human movement. The powerful figure-8 design creates flex.
He sits in the chair and watches us perform. Honestly, I feel like we had to look like shit.
You want over 1 million people to see what you just did? Is that ready?
Immediately he knows where all of our insecurities are.
There's a difference between sexy and slutty. It's there, you know, so just... There's a difference between sexy and slutty. It's there, you know, so just take it back a little bit.
I did love dance, and I still do, but it is hard having your body critiqued constantly.
I have found a problem I did not think would be a problem, and that's my face.
Jordan, you have really, really distinguishable eyebrows, so just watch your face a little bit. You're a different body type. You have to go harder because people are looking at you.
Everybody to me looks like beautiful, long-haired dancers, like how you're supposed to look, and I do not emulate that at all.
Halfway through the rehearsal, I went to the bathroom and just bawled my eyes out.
He gets to me and he said,
You have really, really distinguishable eyebrows, so just watch your face a little bit. You're a different body.
I found a problem.
Dance, and I still do, but it is hard having your body critiqued constantly.
I have found a problem I did not think would be a problem, and that's my face.
Jordan, you have really, really distinguishable eyebrows, so just watch your face a little bit. You're a different body type. You have to go harder because people are looking at you.
Everybody to me looks like beautiful, long-haired dancers, like how you're supposed to look, and I do not emulate that at all.
Halfway through the rehearsal, I went to the bathroom and just bawled my eyes out.
he gets to me and he says,
You are so pretty.
but I was expecting more.
I'm looking at her, but I want her to do something to keep me looking at her. I want you to be a little bit more risky.
I think my key is not to just try to make myself more confident, but be another version of myself that honestly has not existed up until this point.
You need to immediately be like, boom. You can't be this person. Whatever it is that's holding you back, let it go.
So this past weekend, we all went out dancing.
And then we all realized, I think, oh wow, we actually can move, you know? We actually can have fun while we're dancing. It doesn't have to be super serious.
It was just really great because it reminded me why I like dancing.
I could not be more proud to share the stage with all of these really incredible women, and to be one of them is just going to be such an honor.
I'm at work right now, and I just realized that we're performing this week. It just hit me right now.
Before we go up, I sit and tell myself, Jasmine, you've got this.
To know that people are gonna watch me and compare me and judge me is just terrifying.
What are you excited to see today?
So I wanna see a lot of heart and I wanna see a lot of sex.
The booty's got to be on point.
Honestly, I'm looking for facial expressions. It's all in the face.
People are in the upstairs portion of the stage.
Going up the stairs and onto the balcony.
There's nowhere to sit.
I'm gonna throw up.
At this point, we've been through the trenches together. We know we're gonna make it to the other side together.
Give it up and let's hear it for the finalists!
I go on stage and immediately the crowd starts making noises and I like zero in and I'm feeling pretty fierce. People were loving it. They didn't know if we messed up or not. That energy was so contagious.
hard time accessing sexiness because I'm from a really conservative family. Just putting on the costume makes me feel, okay, maybe I can pull this off.
Dancing with a crowd in front of me is nerve-wracking, but at the same time, like, at least I'm not looking at myself. In front of those mirrors, you're, like, judging yourself, you're looking at yourself. In front of these people, I was like, honey, I'm about to work it.
It's just very gratifying to show off your hard work.
Tell me what's your flavor. I'll give it to you nice and sweet. Don't you know that I like to please your baby while you eat me? Sprinkle some kiss on me. I wanna taste it. Put some syrup on me. I gotta have it.
It's this amazing catharsis of hard work, passion, and teamwork coming together.
Like ice cream. I'll be your ice cream. Whipped cream with that cherry on top.
I've always had respect for dancers and the commitment, but I forgot the mental game. The toll is not just on your body, it's emotional too.
I kind of found my sexy, empowered alter ego.
I went into this challenge wanting to feel more comfortable with my sexuality, and I definitely came out on the other side learning a lot about who I am and the limits that I impose on myself.
This whole month was just a big learning experience about just myself and my body. And
No! I can do it. I promise I can do it. Play it again.
Steven is trying to become a K-pop star. Hilarious.
I really want to be a K-pop star.
Okay, cool.
This is my lifelong dream.
To be a K-pop star, you have to have a certain swag about you, and Steven has just not that.
Ooh, Steven, what have you gotten yourself into? I'm just kidding. Or am I?
You have to know how to dance. I feel like you can't just pick that up, let alone sing, and become super stylish. Like, come on, man. Steven's a great guy, but no, it's impossible.
If he can pull off something, even like an iota of what it is to be a K-pop star with this project, then I commend him because it's difficult. It is a hard life.
My name is Amber. I'm in a group called FX. I recently just released 2 songs. One is called Need to Feel Needed, and the second one is called On My Own. K-pop is, I guess, definitely more than just a genre of music. It's fashion, there's shows, performance aspects. It's this whole experience that I think a lot of people have come to love and appreciate. Steven, I have no idea what you got yourself into, but, never give up, shake your little butt, and do something crazy. Good luck, Steven. With Amber cheering me on, I was ready to begin my quest, training like a K-pop star for 1 week. So I called up a former K-pop trainee to help me get started.
I'm Ed. I used to be a trainee in a Korean entertainment agency a few years back. K-pop training life is very difficult and it's really intense. So an average day for a K-pop trainee, all these things are really clearly regimented. If you have work, you go to work, and then after work, you'll probably have to do language class because it's K-pop, so you need to know how to speak Korean.
Yes, in Korean, it's
You probably go to vocal class because you need to be in your best condition for your vocals, right? And then once that's over, you go to dance class.
Open, hop, open, tap, knee, push, drop.
The most difficult thing about it is you don't really have a personal life beyond the training thing. So like you'll be doing hours of training in all aspects, especially if you aren't familiar with it. I think the people that make it to the end are the people that put in the most effort.
Okay, I want to put my heart into this.
Welcome to Korean 101. Do you know any Korean words?
My friend used to say this a lot. Pajiposo?
Oh my god.
Wait, what does that mean?
Pull your pants down.
Wait.
Yeah, take your pants off. Why would he say that?
Hi, my name is Aaron. Steven. I'm an acoustic soul hip-hop musician. I will be your vocal coach. How you doing today?
I'm okay. I don't think.
At the end of these, confidence. First thing is, there's a warm-up that is very, very good for pronunciation and the structure of your mouth. Go, 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 go. Can you try that?
Go, 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 go.
Go, 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 go. There it is. I hear some tones. K-pop. It's literally building a singing, dancing machine, bro.
I'm Michael.
I'm Danielle.
This is Danielle. We are K-pop choreographers. What we want to do is kind of see where we're at. Cool. So can you bust out with a few moves right now for us?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Here's my go-to move.
I'm feeling it. We got this.
Now I'm gonna teach you how to introduce yourself. 안녕하세요. 저는 Steven입니다.
How about ka? Hey, it could be a little bit better if you pushed it out a little bit more. Like a baby. Do it.
A little bit of some simple groove, like a lean back. Oh, maybe even like licking your lips just for that fan service. Yeah, not too much.
Hey, the baby's out.
Oh, thank God. My friend Locksmith, he wrote this song for me to perform.
Baby, you and me. 태어날 때부터.
And pop your knee forward.
What is your favorite part of the song?
When they speak English.
Let's do that.
Okay. Baby.
You and me.
You.
Oh, that was a...
I don't know where that came from.
Oh, that was nice. What is going to be your Korean name?
Slim Shady Paji Boso.
Paji Boso. It just gets right to the point.
So we're actually out of time right now.
Thank goodness.
So next session we will be teaching you the choreography.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
No problem.
Oh, man. Okay. It's like midnight right now. I have to study my Korean, practice some of my dance moves, and also try to memorize all these lyrics. I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed.
Did you practice a lot last night?
Yes, I practiced all night.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
So I was singing in the shower this morning.
Perfect.
You get that nice echo, everything sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
태어날 때.
태어날 때. Nope. But then I recorded myself and watched that. Whoa, baby, you and me. Take it how to the bar, yeah, Danny.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
You. No?
No.
I knew this would be emotionally exhausting, but I had no idea how exhausting it would actually be. How do K-pop stars do this? I don't want to do this anymore.
People told me that our group FX is extremely unique and different, but our group's goal is always to be ourselves and try new things and experiment with different types of performance aspects. So we just gonna do our thing.
I just did a 30-minute workout. I'm exhausted, but I feel pretty good. It will now debutó. Destiny.
You got way better than last time. You say it faster, and yeah, I can tell you practiced a lot.
Baby, you and me. Hey, now debutó Destiny. Yeah. Let's just say no. Oh my gosh, I just sang and danced this entire song correctly for the very first time. Took 6.5 days, but I did it.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is Christine. Today we're here to style Steven into a K-pop star from head to toe. To describe Steven's style in one word, it would be very plain, neutral, boring, gray, brown. I don't know, I really think that he dresses like everybody else.
Yes.
Is that mean?
No, that's not mean. I think that's being honest. I think to start Steven's transformation, something kind of overall all black and white kind of feel.
Oh, okay. I don't know who this guy is.
Really tight skinny jeans and some army boots. Maybe a dress shirt with a really nice jacket with a little bit of accessory, not too much. Bleaching his hair completely gray, ashy. Like K-pop TOP style, right?
Yeah,
when he had gray
has
hair.
sexy hair.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. 감사합니다. Thank you.
I think it is really important to keep Steven as who he is. So to have Steven feel really comfortable and make it seem like, oh, this is me, still me, but I'm just having a new look. I feel like when you say K-pop, starting from makeup, a lot of K-pop artists wear eyeliners or BB cream.
So I think we could do some contouring on Steven's face a little bit.
Definitely.
To bring out his structures a little bit. I want his hair up.
I just gotta create volume. It's all about being erect.
And styled really nicely.
I was always told that the hair is the crown to this overall look.
Wow. This is